Hi everyone, I'm coming on to do a card tutorial and it is using my new theme, which is Show Me 5. So I'm going to be making the 5th live with you on video, but this is a stamp bundle I've been using and it's Beautiful Blizzard. Now these are all in Merry Merlot. I'm not doing Merry Merlot on camera. Oh, excuse me. But I just love it. I will be making a lot more of these and putting them on my blog for you to have a look at, because they are astounding, and I will do a different colour combination so you can see the differences. But this one is the cutout. Now the die is actually smaller than my card front, so I used the cutout. I cut a strip of Merry Merlot glimmer paper for the top and the bottom and married them on, but you could still see that gap. So I decided to use one of my scraps and stamp using the snowflake stamp from the set, just randomly in Merry Merlot, and added them on top. And I think it's alright. We've used the If a Hug Were a Snowflake, I'd Send You a Blizzard sentiment, mounted on Merry Merlot cardstock, not glittered. And then I've got the Merry Merlot side of the ribbon, that's the double-sided. You've got copper on one side, Merry Merlot on the other. And I think that's just a pretty card. And realistically, when all this snowflakes drop out, you're left with plenty to make another card. Oh, excuse me. This one was kind of a test run, if you would say. And what I did was I actually stamped the water mark, like the blizzard effect texture, but it was too dark and I'd done it in grey granite. So what I did was I actually have one of my old Stampin' Up bottles and I filled it with water, a couple of drops of glycerin just to help it smooth out, and some perfect pearls in the pearl. I can't even remember what they call it, but just the clear pearl one. I've put in a couple of porcelain small beads so it mixes the pearl if it settles. And I literally just soaked the paper in it and brushed as much as I could, so this did really mute out, and I loved the effect of it. And it kind of coincided with the new Frosted Floral DSP with the frost effect, so I really liked it. Then I stamped on top of that with grey granite using the snowflake. I have then went in with some rhinestones. These are basic rhinestones that I have coloured, and I don't have Merry Merlot in the marker. I don't even know if that's out yet or is available, but I used Blackberry Bliss, and to be honest, I think it works really well with this colour. You wouldn't realise it wasn't a perfect match. Then I've layered it on Merry Merlot cardstock, added a little bit of the Merry Merlot side ribbon. And as I said, that does look really quite simplistic, but I think that works. Next up, we have got some of the snowflakes that fell out the large die cut. And all I did was put my centre sentiment down, stamped out my sentiment, added a couple of the wee spots that fell out the main die, these parts here. There's loads of little spots that come out. I'll just turn it that way. You can see there's middle parts for the spots, and then there's loads and loads of little holes all the way around. So I took a few of them and just added them on here instead of rhinestones. Then I have just layered on a few, 5 on the top, 3 on the bottom, because it's easier on the eye when you work on odd numbers. Now obviously as a full card it's an even number, but I think this banner across the bottom, separating them, I got away with it. So realistically this is a scrap card. This is what we made using scraps, and I love it. Then we have got this one, and I did go a bit OTT with rhinestones, but that's okay. I stamped just plainly on white cardstock, Whisper White, and used my Merry Merlot ink and the snowflake stamp, and just randomly stamped all over. Then I have added strips of glimmer paper in different widths, so that it just adds a little bit of interest. Added my snowflakes are unique in their own beautiful way sentiment, and then as I said I went to town with the rhinestones and backed it onto Merry Merlot cardstock. So today I'm going with where did I put it? Balmy Blue. Now I have actually tested this a few times and I felt it was far too dark. So I'm actually using a 3rd generation, so I will stamp off twice, then come on with it, and that will make it a lot lighter. Excuse me a second. Jaden! Jaden! That's 7:30, move now! I've been shouting them for half an hour. Right, so I've got my Balmy Blue, I've got my large texture stamp, inking it up really well. Then I've got my scrap piece here, and I'm going to stamp once, going to stamp twice, then I'm coming on to my card, 3rd, and hopefully that will lighten right up, because you can see it's still quite dark, but I'm hoping it will lighten up a lot. So I'm just re-inking my stamp, and we will stamp off once, stamp off twice, turn my stamp, and come on and stamp for a 3rd time. Now I'm actually not pressing very hard, but my hands are a bit sore today, so I'm kind of giving it a bit of pressure with both, so I don't need to push too hard. So that's 3rd, and I need one more obviously for up the top there, so I'm just re-inking my stamp again, stamp off once, stamp off twice, then we are coming on about there, perfect. Right, where's my chamois? Here, move that aside just now, that a wee wipe over, missed the part at the bottom there. Now I've got a little swirl that comes with the set as well, a little flourish. Now the card, I think I'm going to have it landscape, so I'm not feeling very grand this morning. Then we've got balmy blue. Now I need to see how it looks. Very fine, so that's okay. You can use that full strength. Like that. Then we'll turn it and do the same at the other side. So that's one. That's two. Three. Yeah, that'll do. Jade and Jack, I'm not going to shout again. You're going to be grounded. No PlayStation. Get up right now. Get up and get dressed. You downstairs. Go and get dressed. Oh, it's driving me nuts this morning. Right. Then we'll get this little splodgy, kind of tiny snowflakes. So I'm going to bring this back in. Don't know why I put it away in the first place. And I want to see how it looks first. So definitely third generation. I just like to try it before I do it. Make sure I'm getting the right colour for the card. So 1, 2, and then we'll come on 3. And this is kind of to fill in my white space. So 1, 2, and just turning my stamp slightly so it's not all the exact same. 1, 2, like that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and I'm going to just turn this so that it's easier for me. 1, 2, 1, 2. Sorry if I'm driving you mental counting, but if I don't, I'll forget. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm just going to add the little tail end here, like that. And I'm going to put one in there because that's a big bitish of blank. 1, 2, like that. Much better. Quite happy with that because it's quite a nice full background now. Give that a wee wipe over. Actually needing to take that in and rinse it. Right, so now we need a kind of focus for the centre. Or do we? Let me see. Too light. That's going to be too light as well. That might work. Let's see the white. I like the white, but I want to try the white with silver. I think the silver will add just a wee hint of something to it. I think I might go with that. Now I have got my background layer done, like my matte layer, and obviously I have gutted it because I'm going to use that to mount my sentiment. Now this is just to give me an idea of what it's going to. Right, I think I like that, so I'm going to cut one of them off just so that I've got it there. And how I store them is I just put a wee pin in it to hold it. Like so, and then it just goes back in my wee box beside me, which has got all my current ribbons in it. Right, now the other one that I've got is the navy gingham. So that might work as well. I think I do like that actually better. Is that too thick? Don't know. Right, I'm going to cut a bit of that off as well. Right. So I'm going to place them aside because it'll be one of those two that I use. I need to bring in Night of Navy for my sentiment. Stop you sliding about and misbehaving. Right, Night of Navy. Oh, stab myself with a pin. Night of Navy. Then I need my block. And what one do I want? And you're extraordinary. Yeah, I like that. Or Thinking of You with Love, actually. I think I might do that. Right, I've got that. Grab a piece of white cardstock. Now, there is a wee flaw in this stamp because the E, if you notice there is a small gap, which there shouldn't be, but I can remedy it with my Night of Navy Stampin' Right marker. So I work with it, it's fine, it's not a massive issue. I thinking of you with love. I really like that. Right, now let me see. Stampin' White markers. Night of Navy, that should be you there. And all I'm doing is literally joining these two sections together. So it doesn't notice it anymore. Right. Then I want to, let me get rid of this. Let me put them up out the road for a minute, because I need to bring my big shot in, but I need to see what I want first. So I need a square. I think that's a bit too neat, so that's size 9. Let me try size 8. Should be around here somewhere maybe. That's 7, so 8 should be kicking around. That's 6. This is when I get annoyed when I've got everything open on my table because I can't see what I'm looking for because I'm looking for it. Is that straight? Nope, that's scalloped. Where the hang have I put it? That's scallop as well. What the hang have I done with it? I've not even been anywhere, so that's a mystery. Have I maybe dropped it? Nope, I don't see it down there either. Let's see, did I put it back in its wee pouch? That's Blizzard. I don't know what's done with it. No, that's annoying. Nope, don't know what I've done with it. I'm going to just need to cut it out. So I am going to line up the bottom of the word love with my ruler. I'm going to pull it back a wee bit further. That's better. Bring it down. Turn it. Just there. Make sure the thinking is lining up with my ruler, like so. Cut. And then about there, not so much. Right. Another wee bit off that edge. Just to balance it. Right. So we've got that. Move these up to there. Put these in the bin. Oops, that stuck to me. Then I've got my gutted section, so I can glue that on there. Like so. Like that. Where is my little? There it's here. Got a wee stamping block that I just use for making sure it's stuck down properly. And then I'm just going to trim this out by hand. It says "Can bravely." So I'm just going to snip up, snip across, and then I can properly do it. Yeah, I like that. So let's get this card together now. Move those framelets out the way. I need to look at them once I'm off camera. Bring in a card base, which is pre-scored and decal-edged and just pretty. Right. We're going landscape, so let's get this going. So I'm just adding some glue along here. And there is a ½ centimetre border allowance. So I am just being a little cautious until I know I've got it where I want it. Perfect. Right, now we need to add our ribbon. So for my ribbon, I am going to, wait a minute to see the depth of that. I think I can get away with my double-sided tape. Maybe not. I'll use my ATG, I think. But to use the ATG, I need to put a fine line across it so that it's straight. So I'll just grab that. A little pencil. I don't want it going on ski with when that's going to be my kind of main feature. I'm just lining that up. Bringing my pencil across really lightly because it will show through the white area. Pull up my ATG. and I'm just going from the line and trying to stay on the line really. Like so. And if I bring that up, you should be able to see it. A little up above the line there, that's okay. But that's fine with me. So really what I'm going to do is make sure that my ribbon is just below the pencil line. Like that. Give it a good press in. On the reverse, I am just going to add a little bit of tear tape across there, and this will be for sticking it down onto my card base as well. So you're killing two birds with one stone. Jaden, you get your teeth brushed, please. Oh, I think I'm going to end up doing him in the mornings. He's really bad. I did think Jordan was bad when he was young, but he's on a whole new level. Then all we're doing is just tucking that ribbon in, and for that tiny wee area we don't need to put another bit of adhesive on top. You can if you wish, but it's really not necessary. Then we're going to try and line this up. Again, we have got a half centimetre, sorry, increment all the way around. So that looks pretty good. Then I can just press that down, make sure it's where it's meant to be. Oh, lastly we have got our sentiment to put on wherever I've thrown it. Here at the side. Thinking of you with love. I think I'm going to place it about there, and I'm going to pop it up on dimensionals. So what I'm doing here is, these are ones I had in my stash, so I'm going to use what I've got, and then when these run out I will order my Stampin' Up ones. But I like the height of these ones too, they are quite a bit taller. I think these are 3mm depth, and if I believe rightly, Stampin' Up 2mm. But I like the depth of these ones. So if I just turn that, place that on about there. Yep, because I don't want it dead centre. Right, put that on there. Then I want a couple of little rhinestones, and I just want clear, I don't want them coloured. Let's see if I can find them first, because that always helps. There we go. So as you can see, these ones are coloured with real red, dark real red, dark blackberry bliss, and dark mango melody. They're just nice to have on hand, ready to put on a project when you need them. So I'm just going to use my X-Acto knife because I don't need that many. I'm just going to add a couple. So I want one on here. I want one down here. Jaden, that's 8 o'clock. I think I'll have one here. So they are in a triangular. Okay, and I didn't want to go overkill with them. I want it really simple. So that is our 5th with this set. Now I will do other colour combinations because I want you to see the variety of it, because it's absolutely stunning. And this is very different from the other ones that I've made. So I'll bring them back in to show you. So we've got and they are all different. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you purchase this set and have a good play with it. It is very, very good. And to be honest, this big texture, you could use that all year round very easily. I'm going to do a couple of wee note cards. I had an idea from Jez Carpenter, who is Nigez Creations. Is that right? Nigez Creates. I can't remember. I'll try and find the link. I just briefly thought, I haven't actually watched the video yet, but basically she put a splodge stamp and then a sentiment. That was it. And then she stepped it up to make it into a really pretty card. But I love the simplicity of it, so I think I'm going to head down that end using this stamp just to see how it works. Anyway, these will be up on my blog with more details how to create them, and I will do another few just for you to get some ideas of colours. Thanks for watching, thank you for subscribing, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.